There's a growing obsession with kids' movies and violent comic book films, with entertainment increasingly catering to childhood nostalgia and simplified ideas of maturity. I want to explore why so many adults are drawn to content originally intended for children, and what this trend reveals about modern culture. We can break this trend down into two distinct groups, which often overlap. Group A consumes kid-friendly content without much thought. They embrace whatever big studios like Disney put out, from Star Wars to Pixar sequels, often without critique. This group represents the more passive side of the trend, where nostalgia is enough to sustain interest, even if the quality declines. Group B, however, craves something darker and more grown up. They want R-rated versions of kid stories. While Group A readily embraces what studios produce, Group B demands edgier, more cynical versions of the same nostalgic properties. The thing is, superheroes were once considered solely for kids, but they've transformed into adult-oriented content. When I refer to adult content, I'm talking about things like strong language, graphic violence, sex, nudity, drugs. And this points to a much larger issue. To many in Group B, being grown up means indulging in vices or making stories edgier, often as a way to distract from the fact that they're still consuming what was originally created for children. But graphic elements don't inherently make something mature, thematically speaking. It's kind of a childish view of adulthood, and many in this audience will get defensive when their Goo Goo Gaga movies are criticized. I'd describe it as adulting through childhood, and studios have noticed and are cashing in. They know that remaking or updating beloved franchises can make a lot of money. It's a profitable cycle, but it stifles creativity and limits exposure to films that truly expand our understanding of the world. Online, so-called film critics contribute to the trend by dedicating countless hours to defending comic book films and animated movies as if they're the pinnacle of cinema, often labeling them misunderstood masterpieces or underrated classics, a number of defense videos. And while there's nothing wrong with appreciating a movie like The Iron Giant, the disproportionate attention given to kids' content overshadows films that challenge and resonate with adults. And a kids' movie merely addressing a theme doesn't automatically elevate that film to greatness, especially when filmmakers like David Lynch explore those same ideas in much more profound ways. So adults need to seek out films by directors like Woody Allen, Brian De Palma, Tarkovsky, and Bresson, filmmakers who talk about God, morality, love, and death. These are subjects that kids don't fully understand. In short, we should expect more from the art we consume. Instead of celebrating every rehashed kids movie or violent superhero series, we need to elevate the conversation. People need to break free from this arrested development and embrace cinema that challenges us, enriches us, and brings us closer to the truth of what it really means to be human.